I got 5 on it. This is the second time Arsenal scored 5 goals in a space of a week. It's been a long time coming. We've been playing some poor games in the season, and it's time to, start smashing teams and hit form. Good thing we hit form at the right time. Anyways, Arsenal 5 and West Ham 2 at the Olympic Stadium. The game was beautiful to watch. In the first half in particular, it had all the ups and downs, the oh my god, we're gonna kill them, and oh my god, they're gonna come back. Oh, I think we've got this under control. It had all of that emotion in the game, which was nice to see. A proper London derby, lots of yellow cards flying around, Saka doing his thing. It was beautiful to watch. So I'm going to give a quick review of the game and give some post-match facts, as well as do a quick preview of the Manchester United game in the midweek. So join me as we do so. Let's go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Daaaft. Hope you're having a beautiful and fantastic day, man, because it was a good game of football in the end, overall, right? In the midweek, we smashed Sporting CP 5-1, and this time we scored under 5 goals. As a matter of fact, all 5 or 7 goals in total happened within the first half of the game, and I was hoping we were going to score about 7 or 8, but it did not happen. But anyways, let's quickly go into it, starting with the starting lineup. The starting lineup is what most people would have predicted, however, with the exception of Partey and Martinelli, which came as a surprise. But fair enough, you have so many games to play between now and March. Really, between even now and the end of December, every 3 days you're playing a game, so it's good to rest the legs and the muscles of key players, including Thomas Partey as well as Gabriel Martinelli. It would have been nice to rest players like Saka, but we know there's only one Saka in the team. But anyways, starting 11 was good. Good to see TNE back on the match day squad in the Premier League. I don't remember saying him before, but anyway, it was nice. And to also be okay if Gabriel and Saliba could rest. Maybe they will rest against Fulham, but who knows? But in my thought of the initial first 5 minutes, I was like, oh, we're actually going to demolish these guys, because they went back to Moyes football, where they gave us the possession. They sat back trying to see if they can snuff out our passes, trying to see if they can, they know we're going to play from the back, trying to see if they can set traps for us, but we were just great. Jorginho just, spraying the ball to Saka, Odegaard spraying the ball to Saka, and Saka had a fantastic game. He had a fantastic game. I think Emerson and Paqueta are going to have a nightmare of a game, right? So the first goal came from a set piece. Gabriel Magalhães doing his big Gabby things, all right? As Stricter once called him in AFTV, big effing Gabby, right? Did his thing, scored his goal. And you could see even before the goal, he went to talk to Odegaard, and Saka went to talk to his teammates. Timber refused to say what the speech was anyway when they asked him on Sky. But whatever he said to them worked. Bang, goal. Second goal in the space of a week. I think it's our highest goal scorer from set pieces, and I think it's our also third highest goal scorer currently in the 2024-2025 season, with 3 goals, and all goals have been set piece. But yeah, it was good. The first goal, second, that goal actually kept the West Ham fans quiet for the first 25 minutes. The only time I heard West Ham fans speak was when they were booing Declan Rice. And when we scored the second goal, even to boo, they didn't have the energy to boo anymore. So second goal, Saka doing his Starboy things, dribbling, making Emerson feel uncomfortable. He could have scored by himself if he wanted to. I'm sure Saka is good enough to either place the ball in the far post or to place the ball through the legs of the keeper. But he decided to square the ball because it was Havertz and Trossard in there running in late. Havertz missed, and Trossard banged in his goal. It was a good one. Still again, ball went again to Saka. A few minutes later, Emerson and Paqueta having a nightmare. Like I said, they're going to have a nightmare about Bukayo Saka today in their performance. They fouled him. They had a penalty kick. Graciously. Don't know when they had a penalty kick. They showed the stats on TV. That the last time Saka missed a penalty kick was against West Ham. I think you remember when he hit the ball wide left. So I was like, oh my goodness, is that going to play on his mind? Is that going to, affect the way he's going to take the penalty kick? And luckily for us, he passed the ball to Odegaard to give Odegaard his first goal of the season. Good camaraderie there, right? And the penalty kick was fantastic. Very good technical penalty kick. I think it was reminiscent of Saka's penalty kick during the week, where he shot the ball to the side netting. So I guess that is how they've been training to take the set pieces, because first time, it's a coincidence, but if it happens again from a different player, then surely that's how they've been training on taking penalty kick, because even if the keeper goes the right way, they are less likely to save the ball, right? So that was our third goal of the game. Some minutes later, because we were cruising, they were quiet. Paqueta made a mess, lost the ball. Odegaard, as always present, always alert, pounced on the ball, passed to Trossard. Trossard gave a sweet cross to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz was cool, calm, collected, ice cold. Done Max Kilman, the West Ham defender, shining star apparently. He done him, looked Fabianski in the eye and placed the ball. That was a fantastic goal, and I was like, okay, 4 goals in, surely we're going to score under 6, maybe, or 7 or 8. But the funny thing is, in the commentary after we scored the 4th goal, the commentary team was saying, is Arsenal like to actually have scored 4 goals or more and actually draw the game? Like, there's a Liverpool 5-0, remember Wenger, there's Liverpool 5-0 and they came back 5-5, or the Newcastle were leading 4-0 and they came back 4-4, or even 2 seasons ago I think we're leading Bournemouth 3-0 and they came back 3-3, things like that. So obviously, and the funny thing is, it was not even long after they made that statement that they didn't mention all of the games. It flashed back in a sprinkle of a second for me. And before we knew it, there was a ball from Carlos Soler. Passed the ball to Haron Wan-Bissaka. Their first shot of the game ended up being a goal, right? Trossard switched off. You can understand it because he's not really a defender. Martinelli would have done a better job there, but we have played Martinelli every time. So I blame Calafiori for this one, because that was his own wing. He was switched off as well, looking at a man, ignoring that he should also cover Trossard. But their first shot, first goal, you can't deny the goal. And they scored the goal. People that were about to leave the stadium started coming back. It gave West Ham fans something to believe, some hope to dream again. And less than 2 or 3 minutes later, they had a set piece, and Emerson. That was a wonder strike. I don't think David Raya would have saved it even if he was alert. There's not that space there because it was precise. Looped the ball, hit the bar, and went into the post. Fantastic goal for them. And they were in the ascendancy. I was like, oh my goodness, is it going to be a 4-3? I knew we were going to win. We already scored 4 goals. Like, come on. I don't think West Ham have enough to be able to equalize. If they had Kudus on the pitch, probably would have been a different case for me, but it was Mikel Antonio. I didn't think he would have enough to do anything. Bowen was quite quiet in the game. I didn't even remember him playing. Yeah, I don't remember Bowen playing. Like, I didn't even see him. I don't even think I saw him on camera. But yeah, anyways, man. Yeah, they scored their 2 goals. I was a bit nervous, just a little bit, but I thought we've done enough to be able to win the game. We scored 4 goals. It might be 4-3. That's the maximum that's going to happen. And luckily for us, we got a penalty kick again. We got a set piece. Fabianski thought that it was Superman, bushed Gabriel Magalhães, Big Gabby on the head, and we got a penalty kick. Saka took it away, and that is Saka's 5th goal of his season. He today had again 1 goal, 2 assists. That's, I think, the 2nd or 3rd time he's done it this season already doing big numbers. So we scored 5 and they had their 2. So all of the main actions was in the first half. In the second half was just a professional performance. Nothing really happened in the second half. Resting players like Kivior coming on, Zinchenko coming on, and Sterling coming on, and Martinelli coming on, and what came on, Gabriel Jesus coming on. The second half was just a dud, really. We huffed and puffed. We could have gotten a 5th or a 6th, but it was not meant to be. But we'll take a 5-2, right? We will take a 5-2. That was the game from my own perspective. You let me know what you think about the game in the comments below. Or if you want, you can DM me on social media as well. Let's do a quick player rating before we look at some post-match facts. Quick player rating, as usual, I like to rate them in alright, good, terrible, excellent, and stuff like that. David Raya was having an alright game until he started having to make saves from like the 35th or 36th minute. But I would say good game for David Raya. Good game for David Raya. Yeah, good game. I'm not going to blame him too much. That free kick was just fantastic. The first goal as well, yeah, same. I don't think he could have done anything about the save. So good game, David Raya. On the left, we have Calafiori. Alright game for Calafiori. Alright game for him. I didn't really see his impact in the game, to be honest with you. Saliba, excellent performance for Saliba. I was having a conversation with some of my friends recently, and we were saying about how Gabriel Magalhães is the best centre back so far, and I was like, no, it's still Saliba, because Saliba is like a one-man back four. He covers everyone. When everyone is going forward, he's right there sweeping, doing recovery runs and stuff like that. So excellent performance for Saliba. Gabriel Magalhães, because of his goal and his performance as well, I'll give him an excellent. No, I'll give him excellent performance. Excellent performance for Gabriel Magalhães. Calafiori. I've already done Calafiori. So Jurgen Timber is excellent performance from Timber as well, right? It's good going forward. Defensively, he's sound. Jorginho, all right performance. He was able to do some defense splitting crosses, but he didn't really have to do much in the midfield, really, to be fair, because West Ham terrible. Okay, so all right game for Jorginho. In front of him or beside him, we have Declan Rice. Declan Rice, I think, is still playing through injury or is not yet fit, but he had a good game regardless. I think there are times where he could have shot. There are times where he could have squared the ball. I don't know if he's still like. I don't know if you've observed, like, Declan Rice doesn't really play well against West Ham. I know last season he had that strike. That was just about it. But whenever he's at that West Ham ground, yeah, I don't know whether it's emotional or the fans booing gets to his head, but it doesn't give the 100%. It's not the Declan Rice that we really know of. But anyways, I'll give him good performance there. Odegaard, obviously, excellent performance for Odegaard. A goal, dominated the midfield. That pass for the second goal, beautiful, right? Excellent game for Odegaard. On the left, Trossard, very good game for Trossard. He took his goal well. It was a menace. The pass to Havertz as well, very good one as well. So very good game for Trossard. Saka, excellent. Obviously, man of the match, the most creative player on the pitch in terms of output, in terms of things that would have created shots or efforts on goal. He was the one. So man of the match, outstanding. Let's change that to outstanding performance for Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz. I would say good performance for Kai Havertz. The subs that came on, Kivio, a bit shaky at the start, but he stabilized. But anyways, all right performance for him. Zinchenko, all right performance for Zinchenko as well. Sterling when he came on, he was playing like a 10 or right 8. Maybe Arteta's trying to figure out the best way to play the guy, but it was useless in that position until they moved him to his favorite left wing. But all right performance for Raheem Sterling. Who else came on? Gabriel Jesus. All right performance for Gabriel Jesus. He often puffed, but he needs to shoot more or release the ball quicker. That's what I need to say. I think he's also hungry for a goal, so he's trying to dribble and make space for himself to shoot. But you can also assist other people as well. So, all right performance for him. Ethan that came on, he played about 12 minutes overall, I think. It was not as effective as it was in the previous game. So, all right performance for Ethan. The manager, I will say, very good performance for the manager. And for West Ham team, average performance. As a matter of fact, I don't even know how they got 2 goals, but it is what it is. So, let's do a quick post-match facts about the West Ham and Arsenal game. As usual, I get my post-match facts from Opta Analyst. You can also get these from the Arsenal website if you want to. Right, so the first one. Arsenal have scored 5+ goals in 5 different away games in all competitions in 2024. The joint most in a single calendar year by an English top flight side along with Sunderland in 1892. Long time ago. And Manchester City in 1937. So basically, we were the modern guys smoking teams. Like, we're the modern teams smoking different teams right now. West Ham conceded 5 goals in the first half of a Premier League game for the first time. And they've conceded more goals than any other side in 2024. Okay, and they've shipped 5+ goals on 4 occasions. West Ham are terrible. They are terrible, really. Arsenal have now scored 60 plus. Oh, sorry. Arsenal have now scored 60 Premier League away goals against West Ham. The first side to score 60 plus on the road against a single opponent in the competition. So basically, they're saying West Ham are our regular, people that we give a thumping. And Gabriel Magalhães has scored 17 Premier League goals, the most of any defender since his debut in the competition in September 2020. And 10 of the 17 has come from London derbies, the highest percentage of any player in Premier League history. So 59%. And it's 50. Skip that part. I don't know what that means, so I can't interpret it anyway. But those are some Postmaster facts about the West Ham and Arsenal game. Right. So as I'm recording right now, Manchester United are yet to play Everton. Okay. So I don't know what the result is going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be a draw. Or they lose, whichever one. Let them lose so they are demoralized. That's what I'll prefer. But I think they're at home, so a new manager bounce, things like that. Right, so let's look at some stats ahead of the game. Looking at soccerpunter.com, my favorite website to go to. In terms of form, our last 5 games we've won 2. Obviously, with today included, and Nottingham Forest last weekend. And there are 5 games because against they've never yet played Everton. They've won twice as well. Won twice, lost once, drawn 2. So kind of a similar form in our last 5 games compared to their last 5 games besides Everton. All right. And in terms of our matches that we've played, we've now had 7 wins, 4 draws, and 2 losses compared to their 4 wins in 12 games, 4 draws and 4 losses. Right. So basically we have the better win ratio. So it's all what that says to me is we should be winning on paper, but we both know, or we all know, that football is not played on paper. In terms of overall head-to-head, we've met them 46 times. 46 times. They've had more wins than us. They've won 21, and we've won only 15 times and drawn 10. In terms of home, coming to the Emirates or at Arsenal's home, we've met each other 23 times. We've won 11, and they've won 7 times, drawing on 5 occasions. That is tight. That is a tight game. But the good news for me is that since Mikel Arteta took over in December 2019, we've played them 9 times. Yep, our first game, Arteta's first game against them was a win. We played them 9 times. We've won 6, and we've won 6, drawn twice. Sorry, we've won 6, lost twice, and drawn once. And the one time that we drew was at the Emirates. Okay, but every other time we've won, and the 2 losses was at their ground. But more often than not, we've won. So does that give me confidence that we are going to win? Yes, it's highly probable that we will win again, because out of 9 games that took over, 6 times win, 2 losses, 1 draw. Okay, but yeah, that is going to be a tight one, especially on Wednesday evening. But the good news is for me, Thomas Partey did not play, well rested. Martinelli came on in the second half. I'm sure he's going to start. But their danger men, Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro as well on set pieces. Casemiro is quite good on set pieces. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I'm a bit slightly worried about Garnacho. But if we can put Saliba on him or Gabriel Magalhães or Timber, I'm sure we should be fine. Bruno Fernandes, I'm sure Thomas Partey could be able to handle Bruno Fernandes. But the only problem is Fernandes dives a lot and he tries to buy his yellow card and red card. So we have to be careful of those kind of dangerous tactics that Fernandes usually does. And it's also good on set pieces. So we have to be careful not to give away too much set pieces against Manchester United. But my prediction for that game is a comfortable... let's say comfortable. Because we're playing very well currently. Let's say it's a comfortable... new manager bounce. So I can't even say comfortable. But let's just hope it's a 3-1 win, okay, at the Emirates. Because the average so far of our games, at the Emirates, that's 3-1, that's 3-2. Basically, on average, you're scoring 3 again. 3, that's another 3 there. That's another 2 on Arteta's first game. So let's keep that going on and score a 3-1. A 3-1 is what I'm hoping for. But you let me know what you think in the comment section below. What's your own prediction in terms of starting lineup? I'm thinking similar starting lineup in terms of Raya, Timber, Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Rice, Odegaard, Partey, Martinelli, Havertz, and the star boy, Saka. That's my predicted 11. Let me know your predicted 11 in the comment section below. And if you've liked any part of this conversation today, please press the like button. Subscribe if you're new or yet to do so. And stay safe. Please check out Scatteryan podcast as well. Talking about things about community. And like that video as well. I really appreciate it. Until after the United game, where I'll be reviewing that game and previewing Fulham. Stay safe, stay curious. Up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.